Welcome back to Umbrella Rebellion. I am telling you, I did not realize how long this series was going to go. I thought I was going to be able to boom, 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 get through this stuff. It's like unpacking a suitcase that is way too full and you have to just go piece by piece. Because if you just rip something out from the bottom, it's going to make a big old mess. Let's just jump into this today. We are still on question number 17. How can I understand what is really happening in this complex world? With our exercise of Have you been deceived, Mr. Gothard? Please tell me. Spoon feed me the answers to your questions. Ask questions that are really weird and make no sense to shape my mind for me. All right, we have two more questions. We are on question 13 or statement number 13. Like some of these are questions, actually most of them, I don't see a question mark on here. All of these are statements. The key to good health is good food, good sleep, and good exercise. I know where this is going. Do you know where this is going? Pause it right now. I want you to go comment. What do you think the answer is? And where do you think this is going? I'm curious. Answer 13. False. The key to good health is not just food or sleep or exercise, but godliness. How did I know? A person's health is influenced more by guilt and bitterness than by food, sleep, or exercise. So he does have little footnotes here. Okay. So ADHD, I wasn't paying attention. There are verses and there's little numbers and they correlate to the ones down there. I'm just dumb. Don't mind me. Okay. So back to the verses that actually apply. This verse is 1 Timothy 4:8. For bodily exercise profiteth little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is and of that which is to come. Interesting verse. And just one verse. You can base your whole entire worldview and opinion of different topics if you pull one verse out of the Bible that supports your claim, supposedly. This answer confuses me, and I'll tell you why. It's not because I don't understand what he's saying. It's because of the mixed messages you get in this cult. So as a woman who was in this cult and who lives in America and understands beauty standards according to America, there was emphasis on being presentable outwardly to attract a mate or keep your husband interested. The confusion comes in that you are sitting here saying that godliness is above exercise and eating and all of that. A part of his cult was controlling what you ate and also the silent rules of appearance and the threat of being judged as a glutton if we're skinny enough, right? So he does say it's not just food or sleep or exercise, but godliness. And I wish I remembered enough about his health and dietary stuff to remember some of the stuff that was crazy about that stuff. I don't know, I was 14 and drinking barley green with my mom. I remember my mom going through a carrot juicing phase, like there's so many things that fads and trends where it came to diet and, stuff that we followed. It was almost like that was connected to how godly you were. So that's why it confuses me, right? Because there was so much in the form of what you ate and what you put into your body being focused on and your outward appearance for a woman to be pleasant to men, but not too pleasant, just pleasant enough. Only attract just your husband to be, but not enough to attract somebody who's not meant for you. Make it make sense. It's control. We're just sitting here trying to control every little thing that you do. And so this is directed to men. I'm reading this as a woman and I'm thinking, what was I taught as a woman? So guys, I know there's a few guys that watch my videos. So I would like to know if you were under the teachings of the men's teachings or boys' teachings, what were the standards when it came to diet and physical fitness that you remember from this cult? The only thing that I really remember as far as like health and appearance standards was Alert, right? And Alert was their paramilitary group, and they were training men to be an army for the Lord. That buff military, prim, fit, short hair standard that, the military is going to have again. I don't know. That's the only standard that I recall really being pushed, or dressing a certain way, like the girls had to dress a certain way, the guys had to dress a certain way. So yeah, I mean, I guess as a woman, it'd be very hard for me to understand what messages might be wrapped up into this statement that I wasn't aware of, or what teachings were taught to boys or men that I wasn't aware of that would tie into this. But I know how it ties into the teachings to women. You have to be attractive enough, but not too attractive. So that's why the godliness tied to dietary and exercise. Like was it written or unwritten? Like somebody tell me, because that's what I recall feeling that. I can't pinpoint something that I heard or remember being taught, but it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, about being a skinny person and eating healthy and having a bunch of dietary restrictions. Godliness is your goal, and it's not just food or sleep or exercise. This is what I'm going to guess the goal of this statement is, and answer is to not make health and wellness your God. Do y'all agree? And that you have to worry about it, but don't worry about it so much that it becomes a God. And for many, many women in this cult, dietary restrictions and health and wellness became their secondary God. And they spent a lot of time chasing health. I don't know what else to add, and it's getting kind of a long video. So I don't want to take too much time, but yeah, I would really love if some guys would jump in and give their input about this statement and kind of get it from y'all's perspective, since this is a book speaking to men and I don't have that experience. And with that, I will end this episode. And if somebody has not told you today or ever, I am proud of you.